Hey, what's up, everyone? This is for the SAP project. I just wanted to go through the entire thing and show you everything. So first, you want to type in your GBI number. It is your identifier, and then you type in the password that you created. We are going to log in. So this is kind of like the dashboard. You can find the CSV file right here, the editor, and the catalog. If you want to stick right here, or you can go to chapter 5 and find your catalog and editor here. You can go to the CSV file to see what you're actually working with. That is good to also use. We're going to open these up and we will let them load. Okay, so now that we have the editor and the catalog loaded, the editor is where you're actually going to work, is like your development station. Think of it as like the back end kind of. This is going to be kind of like the front end section where it just shows you your CSV files that you uploaded, and then these are the tables that I have created. And we will kind of just go through the case study and show you what I did. So for step one, create the database tables. This is the SQL code that it first gave you, and then to kind of correspond that with the other tables as well. Um, so we can go to our editor. That is our customer flow. So let's go to our tables. You can see the SQL code that I used for each. Schema name, it's basically just inputting it into my 270, GBI 270. So it's kind of like where it's going. Column store, you want to store it in columns. What is the table you want to input into this table? So input into the sales. So you say year, the type, decimal, and vchar is basically just character. Length is how many indexes it's going to have. Primary key, the same with all these. So let's go to data provisioning. This is creating the flow graph. So you are basically taking that information from the CSV files and then uploading it into those newly created database tables that you just made with those SQL information. So we can see kind of the different flow graphs I made. So basically, here's the CSV file. Here is the new database table, and you are just connecting that table over. And you made that connection there, and you can you sit here and you drag here. You can click into it. So you can see how I did this. You just connect, you basically just grab the year, drag it over, connect it over. And so we had these outputs over here. You can see we already created that table customer number. Customer number, you can see how this is all caps. This isn't, so you're just dragging that saying customer number is this customer number. And that is basically all you're doing with the flow graphs. And you're just switching that data over. So let's go to next. We added the virtual tables, we created a new flow graph, and we executed the flow graph model to load the customer data. I can also show that. So once you do that, you can go to your catalog here and see what was uploaded to those tables. You can say, oh, okay, here, we can see that. What is the content? You can open up the content, see here. Same thing here. Let's open up the content here. You can check all this around, and that is all good. And if you just wanted to see what the information was actually coming to, this is what the information looked like in the CSV files. And we kind of took that data and we cleaned it up. And so you can see how we don't have path or name whenever we go to customer, because we took that out and kind of cleaned it up into a database. So let's go to the next step. And this was just, creating the other flow graphs. So now we wanted to create a calculation view. So let's look at our calculation views. Scroll down here, save the calculation view, run the, that's creating it for the product. So let's check out our calculation views. Customer calculation view. This looks a little confusing, but you're basically just creating join tables, and you're creating join tables through these sections right here. We can see right here how we did it. This GBI demo was basically already on here. We didn't need to upload it, and it already has a list of sales organizations, so we can connect it through that join table and kind of show a better, and then country as well with the GBI demo. We can kind of show a better kind of picture of the calculations of the customers in terms of country and sales organization. And that kind of puts, you can kind of see how we did the mapping. So you're kind of taking from these two different tables and information, and you're turning it into one location, kind of a centralized database location. So same thing with the calculation view for here. We can kind of see here a little bit more simple because we already created all of those from the product. So it is a little bit easier. we just wanted to switch all those over and just create it to have a better view of this source. The calculation view of the sales is a little bit more confusing, but you can see the very end of what we're trying to get to is right here if we run it. So you can see the currency and the discount is a little error, but I was emailing you about that. That was just the issue there. Um, if we continue, we can see the net revenue order item is all correct. We can track it by the year, all the way from 2007 all the way to 2011. And that kind of just takes information from what customer and everything kind of involved customer and product all together into sales to create one calculation view. And so we had the product join it with the customer. We are connecting those through customer number. You can see that. And then we use the star join to connect different join tables all together. This projection just shows information from the table. You can see what all data comes from it. And then it all combines. So we have this projection combined with the two joins to make this one schematic. And it creates this good view for us. And so that is all. And whenever you're going through and creating this, you can always come back to your catalog and check out what you just created. So if you're like, okay, what's going on here, and you need to do some troubleshooting, you can open up your content. Of course, this is good troubleshooting. If you want to come here, you can see how did it upload, what changed about it. That is a good place to troubleshoot. Open up your content as well. Let's see. Um, so create a calculation view for your sales. We showed that. And then this part wasn't working, so we wanted to end here. And then this will be, we did do that. We already ran it in text editor, so we just will stop here. And that is really all. So customer, all three products and all three sales data. And go to catalog. This is my section, GBI 270, all my tables I created. And that is really all you really need to check out. And thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.